A very good afternoon to all of you. So, as I had said earlier, that I'm going to take on some more generalized topics for your article writing. So, today I have taken up tourism in India. And there's a little dash, and to make it more effective, that what you want to say in this article, not so incredible. Not so, there's nothing so great about it, So, tourism in India, not so incredible, as we claim it to be, that, it's incredible, but it's not. So that means we're going to write an article to actually bring out or highlight the points that why tourism in India is not so good. So that is what the whole article is going to be about. Okay. So as the format of the article, we have the first thing is the heading, and in capitals and underlined. Then you have the person who's writing it by Ruchika, and then you leave a line and then you begin from the margin. And the first point is to introduce the topic briefly. So as I have written over here, India is known for its picturesque landscapes. Now, you could have also written beautiful landscape, but then it's nice to use a word that is more suitable, more apt. So I have used picturesque, Picturesque. Picturesque landscapes, glorious past, a heritage, a rich heritage, then historic monuments, spirituality, varied cultural trends, and the rich flora and fauna, the vegetation we have and the animal life we have. We have all these good things. And these are enough to make it a popular tourist destination. However, the reality is contrary. It is opposite to what we think. Though we have a lot to offer, and there are various kinds of tourism that India can offer. That is ecotourism, medical tourism, adventure tourism, then religious tourism, golf tourism, polo tourism games, film tourism, etc. Okay, there are so many areas in which tourism can be enhanced and the potential can be tapped. So that is the brief introduction we have given. Now the reasons why it is not so. Tourism is not flourishing as it should be to boost the economy and the employment of the country. And now I put them as points, but you are not going to put them as points, you're going to put them in a paragraph form, and all these important points should be highlighted. Okay, as I have told you, all the important points you must highlight. So these are the various reasons. Now I've given about 8 reasons here, and so you could take the first 4 in the first paragraph, the next 4 in the next paragraph, and then finally you will sum it up. Okay, so the points that I have, the first one that I have, cleanliness is the biggest hurdle. There's a lot of filth and there's a lot of lack of sanitation and hygiene. We all know about it. So that is the first major hurdle. Then the second point that I have taken up is poor transportation. Okay, there are old buses, rickety buses, then there are delayed trains, and the roads are bumpy, there are so many potholes in it, and the taxis are overpriced. They charge extraordinary rates from the customers. Okay, exorbitantly. I mean, the prices that they take, that it is exorbitant, very highly priced. Okay, so all these things make traveling a nightmare. So tourists are basically traveling to visit these places, so it becomes a nightmare. The third point that I have taken up is absence of decent accommodation. Around these tourist spots that we have, there is lack of decent accommodation at a reasonable rate, and sometimes you have these hotels who are really, again, fleecing these tourists. So that is another major drawback. The next 4th point that I have taken up, terrorism is a major deterrent. It stops. And here you can just put in an example, like Srinagar was such a famous tourist spot, but unfortunately because of terrorism, everything has come to a standstill. And Srinagar was supposed to be the Switzerland of India, all those shikaras and all those houseboats and everything. It was, a joy to be in that place amidst the lap of nature. Everything's so beautiful. But unfortunately, terrorism has proved to be a deterrent. Then the fifth point that I have, now you can put that down in one paragraph, and after that you leave a line. As I put over here, the two-faced arrow, leave a line, and the next 4 points you can take up in the next paragraph. Security and safety of women. And as it is in India, the safety of women is a big question mark. And it's been, we've had cases, where foreigners have been raped and they have been murdered. And this causes a lot of problem because, these sometimes they are foreigners, they come from abroad, so it creates a lot of hassles. And all these are acts of shame and dishonor, to the country. And the poor mentality of people, when they see foreigners and how they misbehave with them. So all that causes a lot of problem to these tourists, and that is what stops them from coming. Then fleecing of tourists, exorbitant prices. Okay, when you go to these tourist spots, anything that is supposed to be very nominal, but they will charge you, sometimes triple times the rate of that thing, because they think that these tourists have come once and for all and, take as much as you want from them. So that is called fleecing, overcharging them. So that is another thing which leaves a bad taste in the mouth of the tourist, because they get so disillusioned by the fact that they are being treated like this, and such. Naturally, when you go to a tourist spot, you want to carry back souvenirs for your near and dear ones, a memory of something that you had visited that place. But then they are so heavily priced that, it really disgruntles them, okay? Then another menace is beggars and pickpockets, because these tourist spots, sometimes they are crowded, and then, beggars, they create a lot of nuisance. They literally, follow you, and they are very irritating, and they linger on, and they won't leave you till you give them something. So these beggars and these pickpockets are a big menace. So there should be proper security, there should be, proper laws made so that these beggars and these, pickpockets, they think twice before coming to such places and indulging in their unethical acts. Okay. Then the another cause that is there, which I've taken up, is pollution. In Delhi and all in places, there's so much of smog and there's so much of pollution that these, especially the foreign tourists who have come to India, they find it very, very difficult, to live in those conditions, and they find it to be very unhealthy and toxic. So that is why that is a major hurdle again for the tourism industry. Now, to sum it up, we will conclude. Now, we've given all these points. Now, to sum it up, we can say that a lot of effort is required to promote tourism in all these various categories that we have. And India is proud, of its rich heritage, and we've got such beautiful places, and all these landmarks are there, and the beautiful architecture of these temples in the south and all over Rajasthan, the culture, each state offers, a variety of things to people. So, but it's a sad part that it's not being tapped fully, okay? The potential is not being tapped fully. So, a lot of effort is required to promote tourism, and the points are: the infrastructure development needs to be looked into. Then beefing up of security, increasing the security. Then there should be special schemes and packages planned and, announced, which act as an incentive for tourists to come to these places. Then next point, there should be more heritage hotels probably, so that, it's not the monopoly of just a few that are there, okay? Then paying guest accommodation should be promoted, PGs. And of course, of late you must have heard of these homestays. So that's another very, important aspect that is there, that these tourists can come and stay in the place of a person, so homestay facilities there. and they live in that homely atmosphere, and it is a way of generating income also for the local people. Okay, so homestay facility. Then the other point is that the central and the state governments and the private sector and the voluntary organizations, they should all come together and be active partners to attain sustainable growth in tourism and to make India a famous tourist destination, or to bring it as a popular tourist destination on the world map. Okay, so these were the points, and so you can see we introduced it, then we divided it into paragraphs. The first 4 points in the first paragraph, then the next 4 points in the next paragraph. So 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3 paragraph, and the fourth one, then we sum it up. Okay, so suggestions have been given over here, and we've ended it on that bright note that with these suggestions, if these are followed, it will definitely make India a favorite tourist destination. Okay, so that sums it up. So today I've taken up this topic. Now for the next video, I will take up another generalized topic. Thank you so much for listening, watching. God bless you all.